Ladies and gentlemen, Cenat's cameraman Chris is being accused of having inappropriate conversations, some pretty graphic, vile messages back and forth between a minor. This is once again another situation where we are seeing the friend of a very, very powerful and very, very wealthy, famous celebrity using that knowledge and friendship of one of these people to reach out to people they shouldn't be reaching out to. Before we get too far into the video, I do want to say right now that this is not me accusing, making any type of accusations or allegations about Cenat. I do not know if he knew anything about these messages, so don't get it twisted, okay? I understand how the implications seem when you see, this title, when you see what is happening. Bear with me. Now, earlier today, literally 2 hours ago, this person Uno Tudolo would post, "I wanted to keep it private, but no one reached back. Trigger warning, P thread." Now, this all started when this person Uno Tudolo would send a message to Cenat saying, "Hi Kai, I recently seen a clip about you speaking on the Ava and Mr. Beast situation. I wanted to let you know that Chris, your cameraman, is definitely a minor lover, too. I remember coming across him on TV while I was on Discord sharing my screen to my friends. They told me that his name is Chris and that he is Amp's cameraman. I said hi Chris, which I got his attention because he was curious how I knew his name. He asked me for my age. I lied and said 19 because my friends told me to, and I just went with it. He asked for my Insta. I gave it. As soon as he DM'd me, I told him my real age because I know that it's not really cool to lie about that. And from there, I thought he was going to stop answering, but then it led to him being down for 1v1s on Call of Duty, which I thought was fine. Later on, it turned out to him being flirtatious and then texting me wild crap you shouldn't say to a minor. During this time, I just turned 17. I am now 19. This happened on December 2021 to February and March of 2022. I will gladly show you all the screenshots I have to prove this. We also used to FaceTime. I remember there was a time he passed the phone to you. I was telling you that I could also beat you on a 1v1. I don't know if this helps you to remember me. And this was sent on 10 p.m. on a Thursday, so I'm going to guess this was maybe on the 25th of July, so last Thursday, by the time I'm recording this. Now for context, this is _Chris Media, Kai's cameraman. If you click on the YouTube link in his bio, it takes you to his YouTube. You can see right here, Kai Cenat's hanging out in his videos. There's Agent, there's Kai, Kai's cameraman. Now it's kind of funny because he has captions like, "I just be doing crap," which we all know the crap he be doing is texting minors. He also says, "I get lost in my thoughts," like the thoughts of minors. We have a message right here, which is with Chris Media, Kai Cenat's cameraman, December 15th, 2021. So about little like 2-3 years ago. I wasn't kidding. I actually want to get to know you. Aw, LMFAO, you cool, but respectfully, I'm actually 17. My friends told me to say I'm 19, but I gotta let you know the truth. So we have one of these catch a predator situations where they give you the out. They tell you, "Hey, I lied. You have the chance to pull out right now and protect yourself and be a real sane human." And he says, "Nah, that's crazy. I respect you telling me though, no cap. Yeah, I didn't want to do you like that. You cool though, good vibes, lol." It should have ended right there. Everything was fine. You made a slip up. You accidentally messaged a minor who lied about their age. Life goes on. But he comes back around with that reach around, right? He says, "I was actually serious though if you was 19, lol." And she says, LMFAO, aw. He says, "You had me confused though. What you mean?" Now we're at a point right now where this conversation should have already ended, a few messages ago. Then Chris says, "I was just laying down and out of nowhere I hear Chris, lol. Like people recognize me all the time, but I don't know why it caught me off guard." And she says, "Yeah, the first time I ran into you guys, and then after the skip, my friends were like, 'Ooh, crap, there's Chris.' He says, 'Y'all was on Discord? And then I ran into you again. They wanted me to ask you to make sure it's actually you.' Yeah." He says, LMFAO, "What you know about Discord?" Who doesn't know Discord, bro? What? That's a dumb message. She says, "What do you mean? I got Discord. I play video games, so yeah, of course I'm gonna have a Discord too." He says, "You see, that's different. I was about to say, normally only girls who are into video games know about Discord. What you be playing?" "At the moment, I've been playing COD. You nice?" "Of course I'm nice." "Stop it. Just because you said of course, I know you're not nice." 1v1? You don't want that smoke. Whenever you down for a 1v1, let me know. So far, they shouldn't have been messaging, right? But it's relatively PG. It's just saying you suck at Call of Duty, 1v1 me. You know, if it was a boy and another boy texting back and forth, two girls talking, whatever, we can just look at this and say this is a friendly relationship. But it does get worse, my friends. She then says, I gave him my number for the 1v1s. Once we did a 1v1, nothing was weird. During this time, I've done a lot of 1v1s and wagers with people who were older than me and things were never weird. This, though, it continues to just playing the game, then led to him being flirtatious. Again, he says, I'm down, what you play on? She says, bet. You know who to hit up when you want to get crapped on. Stop it. I'm literally going to set up my second setup just to bust your butt tomorrow. Watch. On some friend crap, though, LOL, send me your number so we can set that up, because I will lose you in my DMs. She says, bet. Let me find out you lying. He says, what you mean? How would I be lying? Once he got comfortable, at first I would ignore it and brush it off because as a 17-year-old kid, I didn't know what to do and it wasn't trying to start some crap. But it just started getting weirder from there. And she ain't wrong. These messages get pretty insane, so grab some popcorn, get ready. Close your eyes if you don't want to read some nasty texts. Here we go. Now we can see right here, I guess she saved it in Snapchat as like a way to archive it, and it has a date here from January 1st, 2022 at 10:15 p.m. He says, it's from Chris. Like, I could just imagine rubbing my D on your P. I'll put my whole D down your throat right now. Just pick your keg up and put you in your side, and slowly just F you while I j you. No joke, my D hard AF. Right now just for you. I'm so effing hard. What the F? What you gonna do about it? You would let me F you like right now? P probably dumb wet. Is it? Then we have another one, again, confirmed to be from January 1st, 2022 at 10:15. And it says, that's how I'm feeling. And we have two videos. I don't know what they are. And she didn't include context to what they are either. Hopefully, you know, they ain't videos of him going banana on the eggplant, but it's very well that it could be that. Now, the part that kind of confuses me is she leaves out a lot of context of what led up to this, like, dirty talking. Obviously, I'm not saying that an adult should ever dirty talk with someone, but it is very weird that she cut out all of the things she said. Not even, like, blurted out or censored it or used, like, a marker thing to, like, cover it. Like, she completely deleted all her messages and everything, which is just kind of weird. Again, she doesn't have to include those. I mean, it still kind of gets the point across of what he was saying to her, but very weird to leave out some pretty important context that led up to this moment. She then says, I started to distance myself in a way that wasn't too noticeable. Chris says, nah, you really don't F with me no more. And then he says, why you never pick up? Missed FaceTime call. Now, at this part, it's kind of suspicious because his contact name changed from Chris to Chris V for some reason. I don't know, maybe she just added that to, like, add a little more context to what Chris it is. I don't know. I have no idea. She then ends it off saying, I also want Kai and the rest of AMP to know who they're working with / being around with. Now, again, Keemstar might not be your greatest ally of all time, but Drama Alert would once again bring light to this situation by, you know, posting about this situation. And now, luckily, since these messages would kind of go viral thanks to Keemstar, Your Rage would reach out and say, I reached out to Kai. He's trying to get in contact with you, but your DMs are closed. Can you follow him to open your DMs? So at that point, I guess, you know, Kai is going to reach out, try to get more evidence, more screenshots. And at that point, that was pretty much all we had. Not really a lot to go on. We have a bunch of different, you know, contact names. We don't know the age of Chris. You know, there's a lot of questions that could be asked. Of course, we're not going to take away from the potential victim, but I do want to just kind of, I like to have all of the facts. I like to have all of the information, but Cenat ended up coming out with a bit of a video, a statement, pretty much reprimanding Chris. So confirming that these are in fact real texts. You know, maybe he was able to compare the number with the girl, and here is Cenat's statement.
Shit happened, and shit come my fucking name every time, bro. I get connected in situations. Come and relax, bro. Apparently in 2021, this nigga This nigga was caught talking to somebody that's not the age of consent. Nigga, it gets bad because she lied about her age. She said she was 19. She lied about her age. She ended up saying her age. Said she was 17. Right at that moment, you're supposed to stop texting. Right at that moment, you're supposed to drop all conversation.
Yeah.
Anything that's below the age of consent, you're not supposed to talk to them. It is not cool. You're not supposed to talk to them. You're not supposed to do anything.
And that's pretty much the only statement we have so far. So probably not going to be seeing very much of Chris V anymore, the cameraman. Again, I feel like there's a lot more questions. I'm seeing people say, you know, if Chris was 19 at the time and the girl was 17, or if Chris was 18 or maybe even 20, I think that, for example, a 20-year-old talking to a 17-year-old or like a 19-year-old talking to a 17-year-old is bad, but it's definitely not as bad as like a 19-year-old talking to a 10-year-old. You know what I mean? There are different levels of context that I think should always be included. The more information regarding very important topics like this is always better. And we kind of learned that with the doctor disrespect situation, because all we know was he was texting a minor, right? Which is bad, but was he texting a 17-year-old or was he texting a 5-year-old? You know what I mean? Completely different context. While both are bad, one is obviously a lot more horrible. Now, that's about it for the video. We won't be seeing much of Chris. He's joined the Creeper Club. I guess depending on who you are and how you look at things, we don't know his age. It's very weird that the whole internet has said, yeah, this guy's bad for messaging the minor, but nobody seems to know Chris's age. Obviously Kai Cenat, obviously all of the Amp House knows Chris's age. Maybe one of you know his age and can let me know down below. But this is one of those weird situations where someone is kind of being, you know, attacked for talking to a minor. We don't even know how old the guy was. Again, don't talk to anyone under the age of 18. Even if they're about to turn, you know, 18 in like 5 seconds, don't talk to them. Don't talk to them until, I don't even know. Because now, dang, I can't say anything. Talking about age is weird because, you know, then you start to get into like grooming territory. I don't want to do that. Don't do that. Don't talk to 17-year-olds ever. If you know someone 17, block them. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of this situation down below. Appreciate you.